So guys, I'm just here with Dr. Colin Carbis, and at the moment there's the big topic obviously in Australia is Corona and what is a safe place for people to visit and what isn't. We've had Dr. Colin walk through the centre and basically audit how safe Hume is. Dr. Colin, thank you for coming down. I guess mainly, could you just let everyone know what your qualifications are to be able to audit Hume Tennis Centre?
Okay, I have a PhD in immunology, infectious diseases, toxicology, and I've also done some auditing at CSL where we looked at the highest level of infection control. I've worked in Department of Agriculture on quarantine and preventing infectious diseases from coming into the country. I was involved in the eradication and the total elimination of a disease in cattle from Australia, so I've got a good background in being able to prevent diseases from getting through into a facility or into a country. With a centre like Hume, it's not actually that hard to make it so that people don't get infected. And considering people are going to Safeway and Coles and schools, this is like a very low risk place to come and train and not get infected. The good thing about tennis, you've got people on each side of the net. So if we put in a few safety measures and a few infection control measures, you can play your tennis and feel quite comfortable that you're not going to get infected. Doesn't mean you're going to get infected somewhere else, but if you come here, we'll make sure that everything's in place so that you don't get infected.
Thanks, Dr. Colin. I guess one of the things is, as you said, that tennis is quite a safe place to come and, because people still have to somehow enjoy life. And I guess here at Hume, what are some of the things that have been put in place that therefore people should feel secure about that their health and they're not going to be exposed to Corona?
Okay, look, maybe the best thing we can do is if you just follow me around with the camera for a sec, and I'll show you a few things that we've done or we're looking at doing in the very near future to prevent the disease from getting around and into other people. So we'll just go over to the canteen first, and we'll show you over there. So if we come over to the canteen, you can see the canteen facility here. The benches we all clean down with alcohol to eliminate the virus. Things like this are all packed in plastic, so if someone actually touches it or coughs on it, you're still quite safe. Everything here is packed in bags. Once again, all safe. The person who's going to be working behind the till will wear gloves because, of course, money is one of the biggest ways that you can spread coronavirus or any virus or bacteria. And the problem with that is that people take their hanky, they've got a hanky in their pocket, they blow their nose, they get coronavirus all over their hanky, they put it back in their pocket, and then you ask for money and they pull out a $1 note or $5 note or some coins. They give it to the person handling the till and they get coronavirus all over them and they're the person preparing food. So the person preparing food, when they go to cook your meal, they should be taking their gloves off or changing their gloves. If they're going to the till, handling any money, gloves on. So you don't touch money without the gloves on. Okay, we'll go outside now, we'll have a look outside and we'll have a look at some of the things being done out there. Okay? But before we get outside, what we're also doing here at Hume, every door handle will be sanitised with alcohol. So we'll use methylated spirits, or if we can get some other alcohols like ethanol, all these will be sprayed daily or every couple of hours. The whole thing will be cleaned down. Things that people touch like this will be always sanitised and disinfected. So you can feel fairly safe, and I say fairly safe because one person might have it, the next person might come and grab it. So you can never be 100% safe, and that's anywhere. But they'll be sprayed down frequently to minimise the risk of infection. Okay, we're out now on the court. This is where you'll get to play tennis, of course. And the really good thing about tennis is that we've got a big net dividing players. So players on this side don't go near players on that side, so you're very well separated. Very few places or sports where you can go and have such separation. So it's a very safe place to be able to come and play. This is we use this to pick up the balls. What we do is we spray these down. These will be sprayed down at the end of each match with some alcohol, and the alcohol will decontaminate it so that the next person that comes to use it, they won't have any chance of having coronavirus on it. And we've also washed these balls frequently, gives them alcohol spray, make sure they don't have any coronavirus on them as well. And all the people like Lisa over here will be trained and educated in how to react with their students so that they minimise the risk of transfer in case she has the coronavirus as well. So as a part of an education program with all the staff to make sure that we minimise any risk of transferring the virus to you.
So Dr. Colin, look, we're obviously here at Hume, and then for most tennis clubs though, with, you know, imminent maybe some school closures and things like that, for school kids, even though they're not going to school, is it okay still to come to tennis?
It's much safer here than school. Much safer. In school, you've got kids sitting next to each other very close. There's no nets between them at school. They're just sitting on a desk. They go and do experiments and everything else where they're all over the top of each other, breathing over the top of each other. Here, we've got one person on each side, got a net between them, and they'll be told and educated at Hume how not to actually spread the virus.
Okay. Well, Dr. Colin, I guess it looks good that people still hopefully should be able to play in these times, challenging times of Corona, still should be able to play some tennis.
Absolutely. There's no question why people can't come here and play tennis and feel quite safe. You need to be able to look at other tennis clubs and just make sure that they're getting audited properly and they know what to do and they've been educated. And at Hume, they're making a proactive approach to being educated and doing the right thing to make sure people don't get infected.